Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at BONK, seeing what's going on. Getting a ton of requests for this. I'm just going to try to put this on the daily driver list here for us, just so we can understand best practice and what can we do in these situations where the price action keeps establishing lower lows and lower highs in the big picture within the most recent time frame. I'll explain what I mean by that here in a minute. Welcome on board. Please like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. Deeply appreciate you doing that. It really helps grow the channel, gets this content in front of more people. So what we want to do here is see generally where we're at. Well, we got this heaviest concentration about 1.8 cents to the downside, but also heavy concentration at about 2.5 just above. So we're kind of in the middle of this. The truth here, though, is that the price action above, it seems much more concentrated, and we got to recognize that that very well could be a motivating factor for us here. However, you zoom out and you take a big look here, there's still a lot of liquidity down below that hasn't been swept yet. Okay. So again, I think that 1.8 level, we really just got to pay attention to it. I'm going to round up and say 1.9 as a round number to be safe, just to ensure we're not callously taking longs, or make sure that you set set a stop loss around that area in case the price were to lose that level, because if it does, it's going to drop pretty hard. Again, just to clarify, that is the 1.9 mark. Okay. So we're looking here, 1.9 puts us right about this range. So just kind of throwing it on the chart so you can kind of see where the heaviest concentration of liquidation is. But again, there's still some liquidation above the price action. It's just above this most recent high. Okay. All right. So let's quickly look at the daily time frame, see where we're at in the moving averages. We are above the 50, below the 20. So this is basically just giving us an indication that we want to be cautious and careful with just taking, any type of long position at random. Because again, when you're ascending in this kind of trend like this, you really got to recognize the price action will typically, it'll typically consolidate its key level FIBs. Now, what I mean by that here is, with us being below the 20-day SMA, that's generally bearish, but it's not like we've broken bearish, right? We'd have to be below the 200 to do that. With us being below the 20, it just kind of makes sure we just got to raise our eyebrows and be like, I don't know if I trust this anymore, right? That's what it boils down to. So to kind of think of it that way. But just to clarify before we jump into the RSIs, we can see here we got this 0.5, 0.618 fib level. This is the commonly referred to as golden pocket. It's holding this level quite nice. So you can kind of see here there's a strong amount of support at this 215 mark right there. I'm paraphrasing too. It's like 215,000 or whatever, but I'm just gonna say 215. You know what I mean by that if you're following the charts here. Let's quickly double check the moving averages, etc., and just double check where we're at here. We're under 50 on the RSI. That's generally a bearish sign, and with the money flow index being so low, it's not a great place. Stochastic's also swinging down too, so it does kind of tell us that we have potential for further downside. You do also recognize the more often you test a support or resistance level, the more likely it is to break. And we can see here that we've tested this 4 out of 5 days in a row, this same level here at about 215. So that's not great. So generally speaking, we're exuding slightly more bearish qualities than bullish qualities on the daily time frame. We can also say, if we zoom in a little bit though with volume, we can clarify here that we have a heavy concentration of volume right where the price action's at this 225. Okay? So does that mean the price is going to shoot up from here? No, it just implies that we're seeing a lot of support. Heaven forbid we lose that. There's not a lot of volume support below us until we get down to this most recent high at about 140, 130. Okay? So just some things to kind of be mindful of. Those are helpful because that helps you understand where profit targets and or stop losses need to go. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Taking a look here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that MACD is converging. That's good. We got MACD FU. We're still under 50 on the R side. That's not a bullish sign at all. It's really just implying we're below a key level resistance, which once again is this level here at about 240, 245. Once more, in case you're not familiar with that level, it not only is that the 0.618 fib level, that is a previous daily candlestick closure from a while back. Okay, so from our last leg up, December 15th, that's where the price action closed out and couldn't go any further. Therefore, we want to reaffirm that as a potential resistance level for us. So again, all the more reason why I saw a closure above that level makes sense. I'm willing to speculate the cloud will be consolidating in that area, which it is. So again, all the more reason why we want to wait for confirmation. While the truth is here we are confirming that we're above the cloud, lag and spans free and clear on the conversion lines above the baseline, we're still below some key level resistances. So me personally, instead of trying to struggle through to this area here and kind of force a trade, I'd much rather consider a trade here once we've retested this most recent high, broke above it, and consolidated. That's generally the next leg up. That's generally how things are supposed to work out. Is that a guarantee? No, but if you look here, we can still see we got a descending trend. That is not necessarily our friend. Until we break above that, we need to confirm that we do not take a position without confirmation. So hypothetically, instead of waiting until, just say, this 245 mark. If we break through this trend line, say here today, this could be a solid consideration to go for it. Just keep in mind we're below some resistances that may not be ultra confirming, and we need to see more volume for that to happen. However, the little caveat there is we have seen a lot of volume in the last 4 hours, so that could imply sustainability here. Okay, so just I would say consider trading here shortly, if and when we get confirmation above the cloud where we break this descending trend. Okay? And again, a break above the descending trend is one thing, but holding above is another. Please understand that. So last little words of advice, trend lines, when you break a trend line, wait 2 or 3 hours before you take a trade to confirm it's going to be holding that level. I do the same thing with the cloud. Once we break above the cloud, I like to wait 2 or 3 hours to ensure that it's going to sustain and hold that level before we go in, because the likelihood of it turning around after consolidating within that 3 or 4 hour period is lower than it would be if it shoots up and shoots back down. Okay, again, all about increasing your odds of success. We're getting close here, folks, for a decent long position. I'm going to set the alerts here and just go ahead and double check this guy later and kind of see where we're at. But BONK is looking pretty much ready to rock and roll, minus a few things we just discussed. So before we go, please hit the like button, comment below, help grow the channel. Deeply appreciate that. If you want to reference Bitunix, link down below. Awesome exchange, no KYC or VPN required. And obviously, you want to be part of something bigger and better. Join our trading community, academy, and signals group. Awesome stuff. Sweet profits here we took recently from our, Filecoin, 25% in 13 hours yesterday, and we have a Solana trade open as well. Considering some other trades, as long as we get some confirmation, we're getting close. Okay? Bitcoin was confirming a breakout earlier today, and it has since broken out. That's a good sign, just low volume. We want to be careful trading on the weekends. All right, folks, I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.